What goes, everybody, and welcome to Disney's Illusion Island. When this was announced, this was something I was on the fence as to if I wanted to play, and the closer I got, I knew I had to give it a shot, and I'm really curious to see how it is. I am a huge Disney fan, more so within the history of the company, and more particularly Walt. So Disney as a company is something that very interests me, and I love it as a whole. And I love Mickey and Friends. So I figured this would be a pretty nice, relaxed, chill sort of game to share with you guys, just on the off chance that this is something you'd want to be interested. Plus, I do something called Walt Wednesdays, which if you guys haven't checked out, please check out. I take a look at different Disney movies and series and what have yous, and talk about the history of it. And so, I also want to say I've tried recording this for the channel before, and the computer had died whenever I went to go record it. So this is basically me redoing this whole game, but I figured I might as well because I want to share the genuine experience with you all. So we are going to start from scratch. I think I already have the settings how I want to, and I'm going to, let's see, there's Mickey, Minnie, Donald, and Goofy. And what's really cool is you can also choose basically your difficulty. So infinite lives, 3 hits, 2 hits, 1 hit, and I think it's really cool. Also, honestly, I'm gonna pick my favorite character, and that of course has to be Goofy. Let's be honest, I love Goofy. We're gonna go with 3 hits. I think that's pretty good. And let's go ahead and get into it. If you guys want to see more content like this, be sure to like and subscribe, especially if you want to be in on every content that I kind of make. And if you want to be a content driver, I've always said you guys are the content drivers. I'm the content creator. I make what you guys want me to do. So be sure to comment down below what you'd like to see me do, whether it be a recommendation or suggestion. I do take those to heart. And I just am glad that you guys have stopped by on this really chill and fun game. So without further ado, Disney's Illusion Island.
Here we are. The perfect place for an island picnic. Maybe I read this map wrong. Nope, this is it. Minnie! Oh boy, it's great to see ya.
It's wonderful to see you too.
I got the map you sent. Wait, what?
I didn't send that map. It doesn't even have coordinates or custom embossing.
What's that big idea?
Donald?
You call this a picnic spot?
Not exactly.
Gosh, the gang's all here. I sure am glad you sent this map, or I'd never found the place. It ain't on my GPS. Goofy positioning system.
Hang on. We all got maps of this island, but we didn't send them to each other?
That's so strange.
It sure is. Why didn't we carpool?
The only thing worse than a bad picnic is no picnic.
Gosh, we gotta get to the bottom of...
Am I imagining things, or does everyone else hear that noise?
Sounds like mystical twinkling.
That is not a usual island sound. Let's go check it out. Hot dog.
Gosh.
I was on the fence whether or not I wanted to do narration for the talking, which I probably will do going forward. So I turned my TV down. Anyway, and I probably will in the future. I was on the fence, but I think going forward we'll go ahead. Mailbox checkpoint. Mailboxes say progress and are where stamped players return. One thing I also really loved about this game is basically a traditional couch co-op type of game, and it's one that families can play together, and I particularly love that. Families, friends, just your loved one, special somebody, and it's not too complex, and I don't think there's many games out there like that, which is why I was really interested to play something like this. I know that there's the company that does like It Takes Two and A Way Out, but for someone like me, I don't really have a lot of people to play stuff like that with, which is why I'm glad this is not just like couch co-op, but also single player. Which, by the way, I have not played It Takes Two just for the sheer fact that I don't really have anybody to play it with. So maybe eventually I'll do it. Oh. Sound is coming from behind the shrubbery. Let's take a look.
Is it normal to see a bookcase in the middle of a jungle?
Well, sure. But making a strange twinkling sound? Oh, now that's weird.
Mickey, Minnie, Donald, Goofy, we bid you welcome to the world of Monoth! We are the Hokins, and I am their leader, Toku!
I'm Goofy.
Yes, I know. I just greeted you.
I remember. Yep, good times.
Indeed. Can someone please help move this conversation forward?
Sure, Toku. So, are you the one who invited us here?
I am. I apologize for the misleading picnic invitations, but if I told you the truth, you might not have believed me.
So there's no picnic?
Yes, that is what I meant by misleading.
Okay, I just wanted to know before I left my papa.
Donald, calm down. Now let's hear what Mr. Toku has to say. My curiosity is perfectly piqued.
Thank you, Minnie. Well, we're in desperate need of your help. Our entire world is in danger. We need heroes to save us, and we all know about your adventures. Dueling with knights, swashbuckling as musketeers, and even contesting giants high atop a beanstalk. I mean, wow.
Gosh, we have done heroic things.
Those things were pretend. This isn't.
Well, sure, but don't you want to be real heroes for a change?
No.
Well, I think if others are in need, we should help them. And if that makes us heroes, then let's be heroes.
Reason 4,897 why I love you, Minnie.
Say, what are we whispering about?
Oh.
Tell us what you need, Toku. We'll help however we can.
Oh, thank goodness. I cannot tell you how relieved I am. Now, you see this magnificent yet empty bookcase? Normally, it holds 3 tomes of knowledge, a trio of powerful magical books that contain all the wisdom of our lands. Now, as long as the books are in place upon these shelves, prosperity reigns for the people of Monoth.
Hang on, the books are gone.
Yes, I know.
What happens when the books aren't on the shelf?
Oh, great calamity will befall our world, and 1,000 evils will rain down untold suffering and misery.
That's it? For me, that's a Tuesday.
Gosh, what happened to the tomes?
Evil thieves from the 3 biomes of Monoth have stolen them, selfishly using the magic of the tomes to further their own desires at the expense of the world. We tried to stop them from taking the books, but
You are too small and weak?
I was just going to say that we failed, but yes, we were too weak. Too weak.
I'm small.
And small, yes, Both of those things. We are small and weak, all right?
I'm cranky.
The point is, we need help from outside heroes, and you four, well, your exploits are famous. Your bravery legendary, and to put it simply, you're just what we need, what our world needs. What do you say?
Sure.
Of course.
You betcha.
Donald?
Oh no! Why should I do it?
We can reward you handsomely.
Because I'm a hero, that's why.
We'll do it, Toku.
Oh, wonderful! You must travel to the 3 biomes of Monoth and retrieve the tomes of knowledge. But be prepared, it will not be easy. The thieves will not readily part with the books, but I will teach you some magic words that will help.
Words are the most powerful weapon, you know.
I'm planning is better.
These words, when spoken aloud, create a sequence that will trap the thieves. It's better than any cannon, and there's no messy cleanup.
So it's like a magic spell?
Yes! Just utter these words. TBD, 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 TBD.
TBD, 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 TBD.
Wait, are those placeholder words or the actual words?
Yes.
And we can use the spell on anybody?
No, just the thieves.
That seems suspiciously arbitrary.
Yeah, much in life does.
Okay, so all we gotta do is find the thieves and use the words to trap them.
Yes! But it will only work when they're dazed.
There certainly are a lot of rules.
Such is the nature of magic.
I still want to plan.
Oh, I've got a question. Where's the picnic?
No, that was a ruse.
Oh, what?
No, a ploy, a sham, a deception.
Oh, are there sandwiches?
There is no...
It's okay. We'll explain. Don't you worry, Toku. We won't let you down.
Oh, thank you. All of you.
Toku, where can we find the tomes?
I do not have the exact locations,
What a shock.
but we believe each thief can be located within a different part of Monoth. I suggest you travel to Terrarium Town within Pavonia, the biome to the west. This is the last known sighting of one of the tomes. I've marked the location on these mobile communication devices. Just check the Toku app.
Thanks, Toku. Come on, everybody. Let's go find the first tome and be heroes.
That seemed to go well.
This is why we need help.
We need to go through the Forgotten Farmlands on the other side of this gap. Gosh, this jump looks pretty far. I can make it. Watch. Donald, are you okay? Let's look around the island for something to help us cross this gap. If nothing else, it will be an adventure. Alright, in we go. So for those of you who don't know, this is much like a Castlevania Metroid style game, where you kind of... Oh, I don't think I was supposed to go this way. Where you kind of unravel parts of the map as you adventure throughout the world. I think I went the wrong way. So, yeah, it's kind of like Metroid and Castlevania and Ori in the Blind Forest and Hollow Knight and games like that, which I've had my experience with and glimpsed. Use Glimpse to gain extra hearts and unlock gallery rewards in the menu. Anyway. And often have gotten myself a little lost before. And some of those tend to have a higher difficulty, which kind of bites, which is why I'm kind of looking forward to playing this game, because it seems like a very less challenging, very relaxing, and very charming adventure which I'm looking forward to. And who doesn't love Mickey and Friends? Because I do, especially Goofy. Goofy has been my favorite. That's probably because I've watched the Goofy movie multiple times growing up. Also, Donald is one of those characters who I, over the years, like have grown to understand. Yoo-hoo! Hello! Oh, hello. Sorry. I'll be right with you. I get a little lost in my own tinkering world. Can I help you with something?
Huh?
We're trying to get across to Pavonia. Do you know if there's a way? Well, yes. I have just the tools for that task. Great, thanks. What's the point of a wonderful workshop if not to help those in need? Oh yes, these will work splendidly. Now then, for my friend with the distinctive ears, a shiny short burst jetpack.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, a jetpack. They'll really put a vroom in my zoom. For Miss Bo-tastic, an elegant bit of origami, a giant paper plane. Ooh, I love it. So sleek and aerodynamic. For you and the lovely, I guess that's a sweater or a shirt.
Oh.
Yep. Okay. For you, a spicy pepper to fire you forwards. Food? Fantastic. I'm starving. It's a propellant pepper, not an edible one. What do I get? Oh yes, the sailor. You have, hold on. You forgot me, didn't you? No. Here it is, a rather rickety repeating rocket. Don't rockets usually explode? Now, all of you, please enjoy these inventions. They should help you navigate the treacherous terrain of Monoth. Thank you for your help. You can call me Mazzy. Thanks, Mazzy. You're welcome, and farewell, my new friends. Well, he sure was nice.
Hot dog.
You said it. Now, let's head over to Pavonia and find Terrarium Town. He never answered my exploding rocket question. Boost jump. Get a boost in the air to go further. So essentially double jump. Anyway, Donald is one of those characters that growing up I never got. Hello? There you go. Who I never got, and then as I got older I totally understood more. Because life gets frustrating and your temper tends to get a little bit shorter, so I totally get it. Especially when you work in retail. And then Mickey, of course, he's hard to... Mickey and Minnie are hard not to like.
Oh boy.
Now that we've got a way to boost our jumps, let's head back to the gap. Where was that again?
Huh.
Let's open the map and have a look.
Ooh.
That arrow must be where we are now. And this marker must be where we're going. Can't we just go home?
Oh.
No, we promised to help. Fine. Let's head back to the gap and the Forgotten Farmlands. I can't go there yet because I gotta get the wall jump. Mickey and Minnie are just really difficult to not like. Assuming this is where... Oh, yep, I do have to go here. Go down we go. Yeah, I was kind of really interested to see how this game was going to work. There we go. Also, I love a good platformer, so really what I was hoping was that this game was going to be more like nostalgic feeling in terms of like old school Disney references, and I did notice some. I did notice the reference that they made to Mickey, Donald, and Goofy, the Three Musketeers, and Mickey and the Beanstalk, which I believe was on Fun and Fancy Free way back in 1948, I believe, something like that. So I do see some bits of callbacks here and there. Oh, Mickey ears. I love that. But I was expecting more of like something on the lines of Epic Mickey, but without the quote-unquote epicness. But I mean, I'm good with just a casual platformer, and this also reminds me a bit of like Rayman in terms of it, more particularly like Rayman Origins and Rayman Legends in terms of the art style. But I kind of dig it. I get that it's going more of this sort of like more modern Mickey Mouse cartoon short feel to it, which is fine, but I kind of wish they went with like the older style. Token. Collectible card. Yeah, collectible card created in Monoth. Which I believe if you push, whoops, sorry. If you push pause, yeah, here we go. It just kind of gives you a description of different beings and characters within the world. So, let's see. Sorry. I'm a little tired. I worked my full shift at work and I'm kind of tired, but I knew I had to get this video out, especially considering I tried to make it last night, which kind of frustrated me because I spent like 45 minutes playing this game only for the computer to like die on me, which was very frustrating. So I can't go up there yet. But yeah, I was just looking forward to playing a really nice, casual, fun, charming game on the channel here. Plus, I figured it'd be something that not just me would be interested in. So that way we can kind of chill, relax. If you got questions, I can read off questions as I play, which I think would be pretty fun. One set of three. Yeah, one of a set of three. Full set unlocks a door. Sorry, can read for a second. But yeah, so. But that is kind of my history. Of course, I grew up watching a lot of classics on VHS growing up, which I think I still have ones that I grew up watching with me. If not, they're at my parents' house. But I do have my VHS, and it like still works like a tank. I actually have two. I got the one that I used growing up, that used to be my parents, and then I got one from my grandparents. Whenever they moved out of their house. One passed away and the other one had to move out of the house because he couldn't take care of himself. But I ended up getting their VCR, which is pretty cool. I'm glad I have. So I've got like a box full of VHS tapes, which is pretty cool. I think our edition of the Jungle Book at the very end, I can like visually remember it. It was the one that had like the golden casing around it, just like Peter Pan and the Little Mermaid. I believe they had like the makings of at the very end of the cassette. So like once the movie was over with and after the credits, it would play like the making of said movie, which is pretty cool. And that was actually, I think, where I got my first bit of like Disney history. It was about how Walt had died during halfway of the development of the Jungle Book. So I think that's where my first bit of Disney facts came in. And then in middle school, my 6th grade year of middle school, we had to do a project. We had to do, like, I remember I wanted to do mine over Coca-Cola, but I changed it to the first automobile race, which honestly I don't very remember much of. But it was in reading all these biographies and nonfiction books that the series I was reading, they had one over Disney as a company and as a person. So I read it and liked it so much I wanted to know more, and then I just went straight into a biography all about Walt Disney, and I was glued to that thing. I've always told others that dadgummit, sorry, that those years of my life were like my sponge years, because whatever I read, I just kind of soaked up the information. So, am I supposed to go that way? Yes, I am. So that's kind of how my fascination with Walt Disney and the company started, and from then I learned bits and pieces here as I go. It's been an ongoing, I wouldn't say fascination. Oh, whoops. Obsession. It's not an obsession, but it is something I really love and enjoy learning more and more about. For my birthday one year, my granny had gotten me this big, thick, it was the Neil Gabler biography on Walt Disney. It wasn't even just Walt, it was like his family as a whole. You could practically teach a class, a college course over with just that book. I got it, and then I got the PBS American Masterpiece documentary series about Walt Disney, which is really informative and cool. I think this is the way to the healing pool. Yes. Okay. This very much reminds me a lot of Ori and the Blind Forest. But yeah, so that's kind of my history with the Disney company. As for now, like, my feelings on the company are kind of mixed. I've always told people I have a love-hate relationship with the Disney company as a, like, nowadays, because there are, to me, some questionable things I don't exactly agree on, and some practices I don't care for, to which what they are I won't say. Some in which I understand, others I feel like it's just kind of greedy. But otherwise, oh look, another set of Mickey ears. I don't know. And their animated movies, I haven't watched all of them, which is unfortunate, because I remember wanting to try and watch every single one of them as I can. And sometime I would love to catch the ones I haven't checked out. Like, I have not watched Raya and the Last Dragon, or I haven't even seen Encanto yet. And I haven't seen either Turning Red, which is granted it's Pixar, as is Luca, which I haven't seen yet. I also haven't seen Strange World. I haven't seen either. So I'm sadly behind, especially if we're talking about like the live action movies. I haven't seen Mulan. I have not seen The Little Mermaid yet. I have not seen Cruella. I haven't seen any of Maleficent. I have seen Aladdin and The Lion King and Dumbo and Cinderella and Beauty and the Beast. I haven't seen Pete's Dragon though. Like there's I don't know, there's quite a bit. I'll try not to get into a lot of it. I don't want to burn through all my topics today. But that's just to kind of give you an idea on my stance on the company as a whole. But I do love the company. Like I said, I have a love-hate relationship. So with all my gripes and grievances, there's a ripe history and charm that the company has, especially its characters, that it's hard not to. Especially when you grow up intaking so much stuff Disney related. So yeah, I mean that's my confession and whole backstory on it all. But I think I'm gonna go ahead and get this last set of keys, and I'll probably end the episode afterwards. So we'll grab this key. Ow! So while we're on the topic of Disney movies and everything, like I mentioned at the very beginning, I do have a series I do every week, try to do every week, called Won't Wednesdays. So every Wednesday, typically, sometimes it is late, in which I apologize, I'll take a look at Disney movies and talk about the history and my overall thoughts on it and everything. Right now I'm going in order of release date. I did start with The Little Mermaid, I will say. That's because I was doing it leading up to the release of the live action movie, which I would love to do a review over at some point. And I'd love to do full-length movie reviews again. But I am trying to do an order of release date. So, as of recording this video, I have done, well, we'll go ahead and include The Little Mermaid, but I've gone over Snow White, Pinocchio, Fantasia, and I plan on releasing Dumbo and Bambi soon. I don't have them yet, but it is on the slate. So if you are very interested, keep an eye out. And of course, if you are subscribed, you'll definitely get notified when those episodes come out. But yeah, so I'm doing them in terms of release date. So I'm really looking forward to that. And at some point, maybe I'll include, say, like some of the older live action movies, or maybe Pixar, because I'm behind on those. Like I said, I haven't seen Luca or Turning Red. I have seen Lightyear, and actually really enjoyed Lightyear. So, oh, I also haven't seen Elemental, which was their most recent one as of the recording of this video. So, there's a lot I am behind on, but I'll eventually get to. So, where exactly? Okay, we're almost to where we need to be, I believe. I think after we meet this next character, I'll go ahead and end the video. Because I believe, if I remember right, we're going to learn how to wall jump. Oh yeah, perfect. Here we go. Mazzy, it's so nice to see you again.
Oh.
Nice to see you too, my friends. And a little surprising, we just saw you back at the library.
Oh.
Yes, you did. Strange, isn't it? Very. How did you get here?
Huh?
Well, you know, I don't quite remember. Must have been the years finally catching up to me. Anyway, what can I do for you? We gotta reach Terrarium Town, but we can't find a way to the top of the Forgotten Farmlands. So you need something to ascend to new heights. Yes! That will help. And oh my goodness, certainly that. The problem's not your jumping prowess. It's your ability to cling to vertical surfaces. Fortunately, I have just the curious creations to help. From my red-shorted friend, the pen may be mightier than a sword, but a giant pencil can draw new conclusions. Oh boy, I get the point. For a professional climber with a polka dot personality, a professional climbing tool. Ooh, that's certainly spot on. For the gent in the green hat, the best way to serve this situation is a giant fork. Woohoo! My tummy's rumbling already. And for you, my nautical friend. Yeah, what do I get? A plunger. A plunger? What better way to stick to stuff? But the others are so... Fine. Just give it to me. Now go, my friends, and reach the gates of Terrarium Town. The views are beautiful. What a great pal. Always there just when you need him. A plunger. Phooey. Wall jump. Jump onto a wall to cling, then jump again for more height. I actually love that. For those of you who don't know, the plunger is actually kind of a really obscure reference to the Sega Genesis game Quackshot, in which you're Donald Duck traversing basically on a globe-trotting adventure, and your ways of climbing up walls are plungers. I'm going to go ahead and collect this first memorabilia bundle, a bundle containing a piece of memorabilia. Let's see what we get. The black and white clothes from Steamboat Willie. Alright, I think it's a pretty good place to end off this video. I hope you guys enjoyed this video. If you want to see more, be sure to like, comment, and subscribe, and let me know in the comments below. I'd love to continue this game, and even if I don't have to do this for the channel, I think this is one that's going to be really great to play in my spare time to wind down and just genuinely have fun. I miss these kind of really charming, simple platformers. If you guys are interested in more Disney content, I do have Walt Wednesdays coming out every Wednesday. Like I said, I've got Dumbo and Bambi in the works for next week, so please keep your eye on that. I thank you guys so much for stopping by. I appreciate you all, and just remember, you're the content drivers, I'm the content creator. So at any point you have any suggestions or recommendations, whether you're a subscriber or not, please leave them in the comment section below. I most definitely will put them into consideration. Thank you guys so much for stopping by. I've really enjoyed our time, and I cannot wait to see you all in the next video.